Hey guys, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited to be filming this because for so long I've been saying I wanted to start a YouTube channel. As many of you probably know, I already have a blog at www.blondeamy.co.uk. I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. What I thought I'd do for my first ever video was a short Q&A, so if there's anything you guys wanted to know about me, then I could answer them, and it's just a nice little introduction, so it won't be too long of a video, but it's just a nice way to get to know the person kind of behind the blog, because I've definitely never ever thought I'd make YouTube videos, so it's quite a nice way to ease into YouTube, I think. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to start with the questions that I was sent. Okay, up first, Lucy asked, what are my top 5 makeup products that I couldn't live without? Okay, so number 1 is going to have to be a buildable foundation. My favourite at the moment that I've really been loving is MAC Face and Body. I'm actually wearing it now. I really like it. I bought it back in the summer and it was really good for like a light coverage, something you don't really want to be heavy on your skin. But later throughout the year I kind of thought that I wouldn't opt for it much more. But with a couple of layers you can actually build it up to a really heavy kind of coverage. You're getting like flawless skin from it, from a really light kind of watery foundation, but for me I'd love that, especially if I can only have one foundation. I'd go for that one because I've got the best of both worlds. I've got light coverage for when I need it, and I've got a heavier coverage as and when I need that as well, so I'd definitely go with that. Next up would have to be an eyeliner. I cannot live without my eyeliner. Like, that would be number 1. So my favourite eyeliner of all time is my W7 eyeliner. It's literally less than £2 and it's my favourite. It beats high-end eyeliner in my opinion. Honestly, I love it. I have a blog post all about it. I'll leave that in the description bar below because you guys seriously need to check it out. If you wear eyeliner on a daily basis like me, oh my gosh, you need to try it. Honestly, you will not be disappointed. It's brilliant. So number 3, I'm going to have to go with a concealer, because you know those days where you get like a huge spot, or you just like hide the bags on your eyes or anything like that. Concealer's a girl's best friend, and for me I'm going to have to go with the NARS Creamy Concealer. I got it quite recently. I wrote a post on my blog about an ASOS haul I had when they had like 20% off for students, so I opted at the opportunities to get a NARS concealer because I've been wanting one for so long. I love it. It's really good coverage, it lasts all day, and it really brightens my under eyes, so for me that is essential. I'm gonna have to go with obviously an eyebrow pencil. Girl can't live without her brows, and for me the one that I've been really loving at the moment is Makeup Revolution Arch and Shape Eyebrow Pencil. So it's like a Soap and Glory Archery, but it's a complete dupe of that for like a third of the price, and it's amazing. For me it's such a good like match to my roots of my hair. You get the pen side and you get the pencil side, and it makes such a natural brow, so I've been loving that right now. And lastly, I'm gonna have to go with some kind of contour kit. At the moment I've been loving the one that 17 sent me to review. It's really good because it's quite cool toned. Although I have quite a warm complexion, I like to keep my contour quite cool because otherwise it looks really muddy and it just doesn't kind of match and just looks really kind of orange, and it doesn't suit my pale skin. So up next is a question from Louise Rose. She asked me what motivates me. In just life, it's gonna be just doing the best I can do and just making people proud. I love it when, you know, when you do something and you just love telling people about it, and I don't know, it's just like making my parents proud and stuff like that. It's such a nice experience. I guess in my blog, I love just seeing it grow. Like, the motivation for me is knowing that people kind of read it, the lovely comments I get on it, things like that just generally just make me want to continue writing and putting more and more effort into it. So that kind of covers the blog side, and then life is just generally making people proud. Okay, so the next question is from Amy Elizabeth, and she put, what is it like having the best name in the world? The funny thing is that my middle name is not on Twitter or on Instagram or anything like that, and my middle name is also Elizabeth, so Amy Elizabeth, it is the best thing to have the best name in the world. That's so funny. Okay, so the next question is from Claudia. She asked, what one beauty product would you take to a desert island and why? Oh, for sure eyeliner. I cannot live without my eyeliner. every single day, even if I don't wear makeup. You know those days where you don't want to put foundation on, you don't even want to put like concealer on, you're having a really kind of lazy makeup day. For me, my eyeliner will always go on. I feel like I don't even have eyes without it, seriously. So that would have to go with me. Next up is a question from Jen, and she asked me what YouTubers inspire you, and also if you can only take one beauty / makeup product, what would it be and why? So I've already covered the beauty product that I take if I could only have one, so kudos eyeliner for that. In terms of what YouTubers inspire me, like for sure, obviously there's Zoella. I've always watched and loved Brittany Lee Saunders videos. Like years ago, she made me laugh so much because she was just always so honest with her videos, and for me that's really what I want. You know, you can get so many vloggers that are sometimes dishonest, not even intentionally, but for me they're the kind of vloggers that I'm going to keep going back to, the ones I know that are being honest, or you know, telling you it how it is for real in real life. And so Brittany Lee Saunders, I've always loved your videos. Also, not even just like the big guys, so there's quite a lot of my blogging friends gone onto YouTube, so like Robocop, Very Cosmo, people like that. You guys do such an amazing job, and I don't know, like even just watching your videos has inspired me to start making my own. Okay, so next up, a question from Ali. She says, what made me want to start a YouTube channel? So for so long I've wanted to make my own. Again, like I said at the start of the video, I watch so many videos. If I'm in the bath, I'm watching like beauty videos, makeup videos. If I ever want any inspiration, I'm watching videos. If I'm bored, I'm watching YouTube videos. So I thought I'd love to start my own in a very similar way to what I felt like with my blog. So for so long I read other blogs, and that really kind of, the same motivation came from that, where I would read blogs so often I kind of thought, you know what, I'd love to give this a shot myself, and I created a blog in 2014. I've genuinely not looked back since, so I'm just hoping the same kind of thing comes from YouTube. You know, it's just nice to do something that you enjoy watching. Okay, so Abby asks, how much time do you spend on your blog a week? How do you keep up with the workload? Tips please. This totally depends, like with uni, because for me, my uni is so inconsistent. Of like a 6-week period, we could have like a really heavy workload in the first week. We could have 4 weeks of doing absolutely nothing, and then we've got loads to do again in the last week. So I guess like averagely, if I'm not at uni, I'm working on my blog at any opportunity I can. I do work as well, part-time. I say I'd averagely spend about like 30 hours a week on my blog. I know that sounds like a crazy amount, but you know, think of like 4 hours here, 4 hours there. I'm always taking pictures, writing content. For me, it's just what I do when I'm not doing anything. It's not like a job or anything like that. For me, it's just such a genuine passion. So at any opportunity I can, I'm on my blog. I love seeing it grow, so that I know that the more time you put into anything, just like you would any kind of uni work or stuff like that, the more time you put into it, the more you can get out from it. In terms of tips, I'm probably the last person to give anyone any tips, but I would just say, honestly, I've got like about 4 note pages on my phone of just like ideas or motivational things that I get towards it. Always have like notes on your phone, take photos that you can take inspiration from. Whatever way you work, use that to your advantage and make that work alongside like your blog. Also, seriously, scheduling. For so many people, I know scheduling seems like such a dirty word, but for me, because of the inconsistency of my course at uni, if I know that I've got a couple of weeks posts signed up or like planned out already, I know that I can kind of, if the workload gets crazy, I don't feel guilty about not spending time on my blog where I normally would. So I always try to schedule at least 2-3 weeks of posts in advance. That said, I don't always do that because, you know, life gets crazy sometimes, and I'll kind of write a post really quickly and then publish, but it's just like I do with my uni work. I always kind of write drafts, I read through it, I don't post anything that I'm not 100% confident in, or I really don't like posting things that are kind of like a half-hearted kind of post. So for me, scheduling just means that the quality is just higher. And last one as well, I'm gonna say invest in a really good camera. I could not live without my DSLR. I don't really get on with cameras like the Olympus pen. I know so many people do, and there's such a cult on YouTube, and if that works for you, then go ahead, use that because they look awesome. But for me, it's all about DSLR cameras because of the manual things that you can do on it. I really hate using cameras on auto for me, like considering my course studies photography, I've learnt so much I can use that into my advantage. So not only do I use that in like my blog photos, I'm obviously using my DSLR now. Just learn about photography. It's not difficult. There's so many pages on Google that you can find out, get like photography for dummy kind of books. It's really simple. It didn't take me that long to actually learn how to use my camera properly. It was then using it in arty ways that uni wants. So for sure, like, invest in a good camera and get to know it really well. Imogen asks, where do I see myself in 5 years' time? For sure living back in Devon. At the moment I'm in London for uni, and as much as I love being in London and the things that are here, and obviously my uni friends and, you know, things that are just like on your doorstep, aka Lush Oxford Street, I'm looking at you. Apart from that, I've really missed Devon. Seriously, where I grew up, I was just so spoiled. You've got beaches on your doorstep, I have my family there, I can get a dog there, oh my gosh. You know, I do imagine myself being back in Devon, and I'm hoping to get back there after I finish uni as well, so long as the right job comes up. Rich has actually been looking at jobs already, so that's really freaking me out. I do want to be in the marketing industry. I've already inquired about quite a lot of graduate jobs that are going on. For sure, I just love, like, again, my blog and marketing that comes with that, using social media and stuff like that. It's just such a passion for me, so I would love to go into a career that uses things that I've learned through something I love doing. Like, what more can you want? 5 years time would make me 26. Oh my gosh. I don't know, there might be like a baby around or something. Or I'll just get a pug. Yeah, I'm gonna get a pug. So the Trend Keeper asks, I'd love to know your favourite thing about blogging and your #1 tip. In terms of my favourite thing about blogging, again, I'm gonna say it's seeing something that you've created. Especially me, I created it so nervously. I was kind of really scared that it was just gonna be a total flop, or someone would find it and just laugh at it and I'd just like delete it straight away. So going from that to it actually being something that people read is honestly insane. So that for me is definitely my favourite thing. Blogging community is so lovely. I've met so many lovely people through it. Honestly, if anyone is watching this and doesn't have a blog and was considering it but was really nervous, seriously, I'm the most unconfident person ever, so for me to even start it was like weird. Don't even know how I got into making YouTube videos, but honestly, it's so humbling knowing that people read it and you get support for the things you make, so that's definitely my favourite thing. Berry asks, how would your perfect day look? Oh, what a lovely one to end on. So for sure it's going to be like being probably back in Devon, going across Woolacombe Beach, which is my favourite place in the whole wide world, walking from one end of the beach to the other, coming back like with my dog, probably staying there. I'd love for it to kind of go down to sunset. You've got like a little barbecue going on, you're eating your burgers by the sea, you're wrapped up warm with a little fire going on. Oh, it's making me really want to go back. For sure, honestly, that beach is so beautiful. I can't wait to be able to do things like that again. So for sure, like right now, that is what I'd love to be doing. So if you haven't been to Woolacombe Beach, seriously, just Google it because it's beautiful and I really can't wait to go back. That's it, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've actually filmed a video. How strange. I'm so excited to actually have finally filmed a video. I would love you guys to comment, let me know how you thought this video was, if you've learned anything about me. If you have any video requests, again, for sure leave them down below because I'm really hoping to be posting at least once a week. I'll see how that goes, obviously with the uni work. I am in my final year, so we'll see how that goes, but for sure I really want to make this such a frequent thing because this has been so much fun and I'm so happy I'm finally doing it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching.